2023, the year that keeps on giving. When it comes to new fragrances, just in this month of January, there's just been loads and loads of, new releases being announced by fragrance houses. So here goes, as the title says. I did, the last video was new fragrances. I covered over 10 new fragrances that have been announced from most of the mass appealing houses. But yeah, Paco Rabanne did it again. They've got a new one, another Milliom, the famous gold bar, and this time there's something called 1 million royals. So as you can see, the box is in your face as usual, the 1 million on the gold bar with a bit of red. And what do they say about this? They say, unlike last year's floral and fruity 1 million elixir, which I like, of course, a very good fragrance. I even recommended it to a friend. The house is taking a completely different direction with royals note composition. The blend in this case is rather ambery and woody. Okay, ambery and woody, not something you would associate a lot with the Paco Rabanne, because they always go for the super sweet, mass appealing fragrances. So ambery, woody, more mature, classy scent. We'll see, they might say amber and woody, but it might just be super sweet and the usual. And then the notes here, top notes of lavender, tangerine, cedarwood, benzoin, amber, and leather. Yeah, I think that's the note breakdown. So top tangerine, middle lavender, base cedar, benzoin, amber, and leather. So the manly type of scents. At the bottom, the ingredients, I would say. They say the fragrance creates a unique, subtle, warm take on what a masculine scent should be, whatever that means. So yeah, this is the marketing spew that's out there on the internet. But yeah, 1 million royal. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely it will be a welcome addition to the 1 million, the ever popular 1 million line. Up next, from the house of Azzaro. Last year they released Azzaro Chrome Eau de Parfum. I had a tester, not a tester, but a sample, maybe a 5-10 ml sample that just disappeared for some reason, because I had planned to even review it on the channel and talk about samples and all of that. So it disappeared. But this one, the Azzaro Chrome Parfum. So they seemed, because last year they released the Parfum, Eau de Parfum. This year they're doing the Parfum. So I don't know, next year maybe they're doing the Eau de Parfum Intense or Elixir, something like that, because it seems like that's what these fragrance houses are doing these days. But yeah, here goes. The marketing goes as so. Chrome Parfum is a citrus and aromatic fragrance thanks to top notes that include bergamot, followed by a heart of sage, and the base note of mastic and fir balsam. Well, this unique blend echoes a masculine nuance that takes you somewhere over the Mediterranean seas and pine forest with each spray. This release will offer fans of the line a more intense interpretation of the original formula to cater to those with heightened senses, whatever that means. But the Chrome line, a solid line, especially for the warm months, nice, fresh, aquatic scent. So definitely looking forward to this. Definitely not going to disappoint. And then from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, YSL Y line, we've got an Intense. We've got an EDT, we've got an EDP, we've got a Parfum. Now we've got a Y Live. Now we've got an EDP Intense. And what do they have to say about the Intense? 2023's Intense version, however, receives a slight variation. For starters, the apple top note was taken out. Okay, so I'm not sure about that, because I really love that apple top note of the YSL wine. So they took out the top note, and then to mix a more aromatic and spicy feel, the middle and base have also been tweaked with lavender added and cedarwood used in the base instead of amber. The same can be said about the patchouli from barley, which was added in place of the olibanum. So definitely a bit of a switch up in terms of the ingredients here. So YSL Y, definite mass pleaser. One of my ultimate favorites. I don't have a bottle, but I've got a clone. But yeah, I've smelt it enough times. But in terms of whether I'll get something like this, I think I'd rather get the Eau de Parfum first, before the Intense. But yeah, definitely something to look forward to. Yves Saint Laurent never ever disappoints when it comes. Always high end, always mass pleasing, compliment getting fragrances. And then the last one that I'll be going through here, from the house of Issey Miyake, the legendary Issey Miyake, may his soul rest in peace. So here is low DEC Vetiver, from the low DEC line, long list of fragrances from this line. So they've gone for the more environmentally friendly. So this one, they say it's the new vegan certified Issey Miyake Men's EDP Intense. The woody notes of powerful vetiver are lifted by spicy ginger and warm sage. So here the notes, simply put, it's ginger, what they've listed, ginger, sage and vetiver. That's all they've listed. They say it's a streamlined formula composed only of essentials, like an ode to the elements, which triggers an instant addiction. In this new EDP Intense, vetiver root exudes its woody generosity, whatever that means. So interesting thing here, the bottle is made up of 20% recycled glass. The cap is plastic free and is made of from wood sourced from sustainably managed forests. Yep, so it's one of those environmentally friendly releases for yeah, something for the environment, you know, recycled glass, no plastic in the cap, a wooden cap sourced from responsibly managed forests, so they say. Yeah, so definitely 4 fragrances to look forward to. The Azzaro Chrome Parfum, definitely one that piques my interest. Paco Rabanne, as always, never disappoints in terms of mass appealing, mass fragrances, compliments, getting fragrances. Yves Saint Laurent, the Y line is legendary and, you know, cannot be shaken, and I doubt this Intense is gonna move anyway from that, you know, popularity. And then from Issey Miyake, they always release solid not very mass appealing scents, most of them, or maybe they don't get the hype, but they're quite good fragrances. Yeah, and with that said, till next time, please like, subscribe and leave a comment down